Change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the USC Trojans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Jones wants to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, running back gets the give. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand. Build on that tradition.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cunningham.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Jones to throw. Dances away. Throws to the tight end. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Creates a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this throw is incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Jones wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And as he throws, picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time that was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page.
There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I was obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. The 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
I don't know if anybody saw this happen. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really hard on him. But they've got no points, and it's not a surprise. I mean, they thought they would be able to find some explosive plays throwing it early. That has not been the case.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really good job on the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game, and play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this. Interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire...
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They'll line up for a second down play. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid tackle.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Pulls and fired complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Jones to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Trojans! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but Defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Finds the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And off to Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10.
Yeah, see.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off.
We gonna see. I got high hopes for you, nigga. We gonna see. I just lost to Georgia. Kind of bad. Not bad, but yeah, kind of bad.
And guys, USC has the ball back.
It was close early. Yeah. Fourth quarter, he pulled the fuck away from it.
Watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
No, we got to get this first down.
Sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. That should be sing again. Uh, I gotta look at that. I think we was in the second. Well, give me his number. Yeah, talk to it. Let me see the broadcast. That was up. Hello. Yo. Yeah, if they sing again, I'm gonna have to. All right, let me do it. Let me do that too. Then.